Okay, let's dive in. We're looking at a really packed couple of days in AI, June 10th and 11th, 2025.
Yeah, it was busy. And we've sifted through a ton of online sources, basically an aggregated report, so you don't have to spend hours scrolling.
Exactly. Saved you hundreds of minutes, hopefully.
Yeah,
Our goal here is to pull out the really key takeaways, maybe some surprising bits from this burst of activity.
right. Understand the why behind the headlines. Get you
Yeah.
properly up to speed.
And there's so much going on. Maybe start with the people moving around. Felt like another round of those big Execuhires.
Definitely some critical shifts there. Alexander Wang, founder of Scale AI, he's gone to Meta.
Wow, okay. Scale AI, the big data provider.
Exactly. And Sharon Zhu from Lamini, they do enterprise LLMs. She's now VP of AI at AMD.
AMD, interesting. And Fidji Simo, the Instacart CEO.
Yeah, she moved to OpenAI, CEO of apps.
CEO of apps at OpenAI, that's quite specific. What's the signal there?
Well, it really shows where these companies are placing their bets, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Meta grabbing Wang, and they're also recruiting hard, like getting Jack Ray from Gemini. They want that core research talent. AMD bringing in Zoo signals, serious ambition in AI hardware, especially for enterprise. And OpenAI hiring Simo, someone with deep consumer product experience
From Instacart, yeah.
for an apps role. That screams focus on productization, making AI useful, tangible for everyday users.
Right, getting it out of the lab and into people's hands. Okay, so that's the people.
Yeah.
What about the tech? The models themselves? OpenAI was busy.
They certainly were.
Yeah.
O3 Pro started rolling out
Yeah,
for Pro users and the API.
and the report said it was hitting top ranks on some benchmarks.
Yeah, things like extended NYT connections, Snake Bench. These measure, like, complex understanding and logical steps. Shows better reasoning. It even supposedly solved the 10-disk Tower of Hanoi puzzle.
Okay, that's a classic hard problem. And the standard O3 model, big news there too.
Huge news. An 80% price drop. And yeah, the source confirmed it's the exact same model, just way cheaper.
That's massive for accessibility, right, for developers.
Absolutely lowers the barrier. Plus, they confirmed you can now fine-tune the GPT 4.1 family models using DPO.
DPO?
Directed preference optimization. It's basically a way to train the model on what outputs are preferred versus not preferred. Gives developers more fine-grained control over behavior.
Got it. More control. But it wasn't just OpenAI making noise.
No, definitely not. Mistral AI put out Magistral.
Magistral.
Yeah, it's their first model really tuned for robust reasoning on specific tasks or domains. Less general chat, more specialized logic.
Okay. And Meta AI had something called VJGP2.
Right, VGA2. It enables zero-shot robot planning.
Zero-shot planning for robots. What does that actually mean?
It means the AI can figure out how to do a physical task it hasn't been explicitly trained for. It learns general principles about the world and applies them. It's a big step for physical AI, robots that can adapt.
Fascinating. AI moving beyond screens into the physical world. And Google, Gemini 2.5 Pro, still making progress.
Yeah, climbing leaderboards, doing well in areas like live fiction, complex document processing, and the really specific detail that caught my eye was solving JEE Advanced 2025 math problems.
The Indian engineering entrance exam, that's notoriously difficult.
Exactly. Requires serious multi-step reasoning, abstract thinking. It's a concrete benchmark for advanced problem solving.
That really shows the reasoning power. Google also had VO3 for video and Gemma 3N for smaller devices, right?
Yep, progress on video generation consistency with VO3 and Gemma 3N optimized for things like TCs, edge devices. The pace across the board is just relentless.
And underpinning all this model progress is the infrastructure, the business side.
Absolutely crucial. We saw reports about OpenAI maybe exploring a cloud deal with Google.
Which would be interesting.
And Meta investing in Scale AI connects back to Alexander Wang moving there. Plus, new compute players like Modular and TensorWave offering free compute access.
Free compute.
Reportedly, yeah. These deals, these partnerships, they're building the rails for the whole AI train. Strategic alliances forming to handle the massive compute demand.
So talent, models, infrastructure, it all moves so fast. Which brings up the bigger questions, the implications.
For sure. The whole AGI discussion continues, obviously, and concerns about job displacement are definitely still front and center as these systems get more capable.
And the legal side is scrambling to catch up. Like that report about Disney and Universal suing Mid-Journey?
Yeah, over copyright infringement in its outputs. That highlights the immediate, very real legal fights happening right now around generative AI. It's a complex, evolving landscape.
No kidding. So just to recap, In only 2 days, Juneteenth and 11th, we saw major executive moves, significant model releases and price drops, advances in reasoning and physical AI, key infrastructure deals, and these ongoing legal and societal debates.
It really is a snapshot of how fast everything is moving all at once on so many different fronts.
So, thinking about that speed, that concentration of developments, how do you think these specific shifts we just talked about might play out in the next few months? What part of this whole rapidly shifting picture are you watching most closely right now?